population decline in the river region, city leaders worry the younger generation is partially to blame. Hannah Chady and Aquan Robinson are young professionals working and living in Montgomery, but they say they struggle with the city's image.
My uncle still stands up and tells people that I live in Florida instead of telling people that I live in Alabama, because it's just not something that he feels a sense of pride about.
Chady came to Montgomery 7 years ago for her job. Raised in Toronto, Canada, her opinion of Montgomery and the surrounding area was not a positive one before calling this home.
When I moved here from the University of Florida, I know that a lot of the professors specifically were scared for me to move here. They were nervous about the image that it had as well. They thought it was just a lot of African Americans and Caucasian people, so they wondered, where would you fit in?
Aquan Robinson is the other side of the spectrum from Chady. He grew up in Montgomery County. However, his inside perspective doesn't differ much.
The biggest thing is growing up in Montgomery is we always felt like there was nothing to do. Well, there is something to do. It's just not catered to young people. That's why a lot of the young professionals from Montgomery tend to leave.
But city leaders say they've been working to change things for years now, including several projects aimed at retaining the millennial generation.
Some of those projects include, of course, downtown renovation and revitalization, the riverfront development, the events that have activated that space, as well as some things that focus more on the human capital of that.
The top thing millennials tell me they'd like to see in their city is green space and nightlife. The downtown of Montgomery has turned from a ghost town to an entertainment district in the past 8 years, but is it enough?
Ashley Jernigan is with a group called Emerge Montgomery. They represent young professionals in the river region with goals aimed at helping millennials grow in the community. She says while it may not be enough yet, it is a good start.
We had groups, we had small groups, large groups to come together and find out what is it that you needed. We said we needed a food scene, places like Central, places like Saza, places open. We said we wanted a bar scene. Now you have the Alley Bar and Aviator Bar. So it was really amazing to see this downtown development as a direct result of asking young professionals what they needed to stay here.
And that's another way city leaders are trying to retain the younger generation. Montgomery Mayor Todd Strange meets with young professionals once a month to gain their perspective on city issues, something that Chady and Robinson say is a huge reason they stay.
You would have to wait 20 years before sitting in front of a mayor or a city commissioner or the Chamber of Commerce president,
right,
or the president of some of these larger companies, where here they want to hear what you have to say and they want your input.
But is that the tune of the youth who have grown up in Montgomery? Our findings suggest the millennials making our area their home are from out of town, and the ones leaving are those who grew up here.
Do you think, as a Montgomeryan especially, that there is a problem with the millennials who have grown up here realizing what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. We feel growing up here, being here for so long, we feel like we've done any and everything that there is to do in Montgomery.
I think that it takes one to know one. So I think that if every single person who comes from another area, who has no choice but to learn what the heck does this city has to offer, they're going to meet young professionals who are here, who has been here from the beginning, from birth.
Though most young professionals agree Montgomery has a long way to go, Chady and Robinson also agree the easy access to city leaders, low cost of living, and progress the city has made will keep them here, at least for now.
Yes, I'm staying. I'm not moving.
I'm here right now. I love it. I think that this city is an amazing city for any young professional looking to move up in their career.
And those in leadership positions will continue to work towards retaining the next generation as best they can.
Montgomery has an opportunity to take pride in who we are. And the minute that we start doing that, our image problem becomes less of an issue. We can be very proud of where we've been and where we're going and who we are, and it's time for us to really believe in ourselves and do that.